Theodore has a population of 323 people. It had one public school, a K-8. And not surprisingly perhaps, as the school got smaller and smaller, the local public school board told the parents of Theodore that they were going to shut down the school and bus their kids 17 kilometers to the next town. The parents of Theodore, however, were very angry, and so they changed the name of their school to St. Theodore and announced that henceforward they would be a Catholic school. Now, you might think the public school board would have been happy to get the problems of the tiny shrinking school of Theodore off its hands, but no, the public school was very angry indeed because it needed the kids from Theodore to go to the next village over to keep that school viable. And so, after more than a decade of wrangling, this case finally came to the Saskatchewan courts, where a judge ruled, perhaps not unreasonably, that given that the Theodore School had exactly 9 Catholic students in it, it wasn't reasonable for it to be a publicly funded Catholic school with all of the non-Catholic kids getting a Catholic education paid for. The judge went much further. He went on and said that he didn't think the Saskatchewan government should be paying for any non-Catholic kids to attend any Catholic schools. And that's a problem for us here in Alberta, because our laws are the same as Saskatchewan's when it comes to the funding of Catholic separate education. And the Theodore decision could hypothetically mean, if applied here, that no non-Catholic kids could be funded to go to Catholic schools in Edmonton, where 25%, more than 10,000 of the students who attend Edmonton Catholic schools aren't actually Catholic at all. This week, Premier Brad Wall of Saskatchewan did an end run around that process and announced that he'd be invoking the notwithstanding clause to protect the rights of non-Catholics to go to Catholic school in Saskatchewan. And if someone went to court in Alberta today and challenged the right of non-Catholic kids to go to Catholic school, well, the Theodore decision wouldn't be a binding precedent, but it would be a case Alberta judges couldn't ignore. Well, in Saskatchewan, Brad Wall has solved his problem. But he's left a very fine mess for us to try to figure out here, and enough cans of worms to fill a Costco store.